In just a few hours, the Inuit can build a strong, warm igloo using only snow. Their simple but smart techniques have been passed down for generations, helping them survive the freezing Arctic. In this video, we'll look at 8 clever ways they build these ice homes and stay safe in one of the coldest places on Earth. Building on the role of traditional knowledge in shaping survival and adaptation, cultural heritage plays an even greater role in refining these practices over generations. The most effective survival strategies are not just invented on the spot, but are honed over centuries through experience, observation, and continuous improvement. Some of the most remarkable examples of this can be found in communities that have long thrived in extreme environments, using time-tested methods that remain relevant today. Among these, the Inuit stand out for their remarkable ingenuity, particularly in their mastery of igloo construction. For over 4,000 years, Inuit builders have perfected the method of using naturally compacted snow to create sturdy, insulated dwellings that provide warmth and protection in one of the world's harshest climates. The word igloo simply means house in the Inuit language, but these structures represent far more than just shelter. They are a product of deep environmental understanding and refined engineering techniques that have been passed down through generations. The construction process is both simple and highly efficient. Snow blocks are cut from the surrounding area and carefully shaped into a dome, with each block supporting the others to create a self-reinforcing structure. The unique properties of snow allow the igloo to act as an insulator, trapping body heat inside and maintaining a temperature that is significantly warmer than the freezing air outside. The entrance is typically designed to be lower than the main chamber, preventing warm air from escaping, while a small vent at the top allows for ventilation and prevents carbon dioxide buildup. These structures were traditionally used as temporary shelters for hunting expeditions, providing a safe and warm refuge during harsh Arctic winters. However, their significance extends beyond practicality. The ability to construct an igloo is a skill that has been preserved through generations, serving as both a survival technique and a cultural tradition. While many Inuit now live in modern settlements, igloo building remains an important part of cultural education, reinforcing the ingenuity and resilience of their ancestors. The knowledge continues to be taught and practiced, ensuring that this vital skill is not lost, despite changes in lifestyle. While the cultural importance of igloo building is deeply rooted in Inuit tradition, its effectiveness as a shelter comes down to the materials used. The strength, insulation, and durability of an igloo all depend on the right type of snow, a factor that has been carefully understood and utilized by Inuit builders for generations. An igloo's strength and warmth don't just come from its shape, they depend on the type of snow used to build it. Not all snow is suitable for construction, and selecting the right kind is a crucial step in ensuring the igloo stays strong and well insulated. The best snow for igloo building is called sintered snow. This type of snow forms naturally when wind and pressure cause loose snowflakes to bond together, creating a dense and stable material. Unlike fresh, powdery snow, which is too soft and weak, sintered snow is firm enough to hold its shape when cut into blocks. It is strong, compact, and durable, making it the perfect building material. To find the right snow, Inuit builders use a simple but effective technique called the stick test. They push a stick into a snowbank to check how firm the snow is. If the stick moves too easily, the snow is too soft and won't hold its shape. If the stick doesn't go in at all, the snow is too hard and difficult to cut. The ideal snow provides some resistance but is still workable, allowing it to be cut and shaped into sturdy blocks. Once the right snow is found, builders cut it into blocks and carefully arrange them to form the igloo. One of the most amazing things about sintered snow is that it actually gets stronger over time. As people stay inside the igloo, their body heat causes a thin layer of snow on the walls to melt slightly. When this moisture refreezes, it creates tiny ice bonds between the snow crystals, reinforcing the structure. This process helps the igloo become even sturdier, sometimes making the snow blocks as strong as concrete of similar thickness. Beyond its strength, sintered snow is also an excellent insulator. Unlike solid ice, which lets heat escape quickly, sintered snow contains countless tiny air pockets. These air pockets trap warmth inside, keeping the igloo significantly warmer than the freezing temperatures outside. In fact, the temperature difference between the inside and outside of an igloo can be as much as 50 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. However, selecting the right snow is just the first step. To build a strong and lasting igloo, skilled builders also rely on specialized tools and precise techniques to cut, shape, and arrange the snow blocks efficiently. Building an igloo does not require advanced machinery or modern technology. Instead, it relies on a few simple yet highly effective tools that have been perfected over generations. These traditional instruments allow builders to shape snow into a strong and stable structure, proving that with the right tools, even the harshest environments can be mastered. At the heart of this toolkit is the pana, a specialized snow knife designed to cut and shape snow blocks with precision. Unlike ordinary blades, the pana is crafted to slice through dense, compacted snow smoothly, allowing builders to create uniform blocks that fit securely together. Without this tool, constructing an igloo with the necessary accuracy and stability would be nearly impossible. Another essential tool is a sturdy snow shovel, used not only to clear the building site but also to gather loose snow that fills gaps between blocks. This helps reinforce the structure, ensuring that every block is tightly sealed in place. Additionally, a measuring stick, often a simple 2-foot rod, or even the builder's forearm, is used to ensure that each block is cut to the correct dimensions. Even a slight difference in size can weaken the igloo's overall integrity, making precise measurements crucial. One of the most unexpected yet vital tools is a pair of traditional snow goggles. Originally made from materials such as caribou antler or wood, these goggles have narrow slits that reduce glare from the bright Arctic snow. Without them, builders would be at risk of snow blindness, a temporary but debilitating condition caused by prolonged exposure to intense sunlight reflecting off the ice. Each of these tools, though seemingly simple, plays an essential role in turning snow into a durable, insulated shelter. Their design reflects centuries of refinement, proving that the most effective solutions are often the simplest. With the right tools in hand, the next step in igloo construction involves preparing the foundation. A solid base is crucial to ensuring the structure remains stable and resistant to the shifting forces of the Arctic environment. Every strong shelter starts with a solid base, and an igloo is no different. The foundation is one of the most important parts of the building process because it keeps the structure stable and prevents it from collapsing under the harsh Arctic conditions. Without a well-prepared foundation, even the most carefully built igloo wouldn't last long against strong winds and heavy snowfall. The first step in building an igloo is choosing and preparing the construction site. Inuit builders begin by clearing away the loose, soft snow on the surface. This top layer is too light and fluffy to support the weight of the igloo. Instead, they dig down to reach the denser, packed snow underneath, which provides a solid and stable base. A firm foundation is essential because it prevents the igloo from shifting or sinking over time. Once the ground is ready, the builders mark the shape of the foundation. To ensure the igloo is the right size and perfectly round, they use a simple but effective technique. One person stands in the center of the site holding a rope, while another stretches it outward and walks in a circle, marking the perimeter in the snow. This method helps create a symmetrical base, which is important for the igloo's balance and strength. With the foundation marked, the next step is cutting the snow blocks. Inuit builders carve these blocks from compacted snow, shaping them into a size that is both easy to handle and strong enough to support the igloo's weight. Typically, the blocks are about 2 feet long, 1 foot high, and 8 inches thick. These specific dimensions allow the blocks to fit together tightly while being light enough to lift and position. The first block, known as the cornerstone, is placed at a slight inward angle, usually around 15 degrees. This tilt is not random, it sets the direction for the entire igloo. Each block is then arranged in a slightly curved pattern, ensuring that as the walls rise, they lean inward. This inward curve is key to the igloo's strength, preventing the walls from falling outward under their own weight. Laying the foundation requires patience, skill, and attention to detail. It's not just about stacking blocks, it's about carefully shaping the base so that the dome can form correctly. If the blocks are not aligned properly at the beginning, the entire structure could become weak and unstable. With a strong foundation in place, the builders are ready to move on to the next stage, stacking and shaping the snow blocks into a perfect dome. This is the most challenging and impressive part of igloo construction, requiring both experience and a deep understanding of how to distribute weight evenly for maximum strength and durability. Once the foundation is complete and the first blocks are in place, the next step in igloo construction is forming the dome, a process that requires precision, patience, and an understanding of physics. An igloo is more than just a shelter. Its dome shape is a carefully engineered structure designed to evenly distribute weight and provide maximum stability. Each block in the dome is set at a slight inward angle, allowing the structure to gradually curve upward. As the rows progress, the blocks become smaller, a crucial adjustment that reduces the weight and pressure on the upper layers. This is not just for aesthetic balance, it plays a key role in maintaining the dome's strength. The technique follows a natural spiral pattern, ensuring that each block supports the ones around it, locking the entire structure into place. The process is a remarkable combination of geometry and physics. Every block is positioned to lean inward by about 2 inches more than the one below it. This creates a continuous self-tightening effect, where the force of gravity naturally strengthens the structure rather than working against it. When built correctly, an igloo can support hundreds of pounds of snow without collapsing, proving that even simple materials, when arranged with precision, can create extraordinary durability. Beyond its structural strength, the dome shape plays another essential role. It enhances heat retention. The curved design minimizes surface area exposed to the wind, reducing heat loss and keeping the interior significantly warmer than the outside environment. The inward-leaning blocks also help trap warm air inside, making the igloo an effective insulation system despite being made entirely of snow. Crafting the dome is not just about survival. It is a refined skill developed over centuries. It demonstrates how traditional knowledge and practical experience turn raw materials into a shelter that is both strong and efficient. With the dome completed, the igloo is nearly a fully functional home, built to withstand the challenges of the Arctic. The next step takes a closer look at the very foundation that makes this construction possible. While the dome is now nearly complete, one final step remains: securing the keystone, the last and most crucial block that holds the entire structure together. One of the most essential steps in igloo construction is placing the keystone, often called the king block. Though small, this final piece plays a crucial role in locking the entire structure into place. Without it, the igloo would not be stable, and the carefully arranged blocks would lack the support needed to form a self-sustaining dome. After laying the foundation and stacking the blocks in a precise inward spiral, the keystone is the last piece that completes the structure. Much like the final piece of a puzzle, it holds everything together through a natural wedging action. Once placed, it distributes weight evenly across the dome, reinforcing the igloo's strength and durability. Placing the keystone requires both precision and patience. It is cut slightly larger than the opening it will fill, usually leaving a small margin about half an inch of extra space. This slight difference is crucial because the block must be carefully rotated into position. As it wedges against the surrounding blocks, it creates a uniform pressure that stabilizes the entire structure. Even skilled Inuit builders sometimes need multiple attempts to fit the keystone perfectly, highlighting the importance of experience and careful technique. The keystone is more than just the last step. It is the result of an entire process of thoughtful planning and precise execution. Every block that came before it was shaped and placed in a way that allows the keystone to do its job effectively. This careful balance of compression and stability is what enables the igloo to endure heavy snow loads and withstand the extreme Arctic climate. This final step in igloo construction is a perfect example of how simple yet highly effective techniques can create reliable and lasting shelters. A single misplaced block could weaken the structure, but when done correctly, the keystone transforms a collection of individual snow blocks into a unified, resilient dome. An igloo is more than just a shelter. It is designed to be warm and comfortable, even in the freezing Arctic. At first glance, it may seem like a simple snow structure, but its design uses natural engineering to trap heat, allow fresh air to circulate, and keep the interior safe from extreme cold. One of the most important features of an igloo is its entrance. It is built slightly lower than the main living area, creating what is called a cold trap. Because cold air is heavier than warm air, it naturally sinks. By keeping the entrance low, the cold air stays in the lower tunnel instead of spreading into the main living space. This simple design keeps the igloo's interior much warmer than the outside air. Another important feature is the small ventilation hole near the top of the dome. Even though an igloo is built to keep heat inside, fresh air still needs to flow in, and moisture from breathing and cooking must escape. Without ventilation, condensation could form inside, making the igloo damp and weakening its structure. The small vent allows air to circulate, preventing excess moisture and ensuring that the inside remains dry and comfortable. Heat inside the igloo also increases over time through an interesting process. The body heat of the people inside, along with the warmth from a small seal oil lamp, slightly melts the inner surface of the snow walls. When this thin layer of water refreezes, it creates a thin coating of ice that makes the igloo even stronger while improving insulation. This means that simply living inside an igloo helps it stay warmer and more durable. The idea of balancing warmth and airflow is not unique to igloos. In a very different environment, Amish farmers use similar principles to keep their chicken coops well ventilated and at a steady temperature. They design their coops to let fresh air in and prevent moisture buildup, ensuring the health of the chickens without needing artificial heating or cooling. By making small adjustments to airflow and temperature control, they create a natural system that supports both efficiency and sustainability. The ability of the igloo to regulate heat and airflow is a testament to the adaptability of traditional knowledge. But beyond its ability to provide warmth and shelter, the igloo is also a highly versatile structure that has been used in a variety of ways, proving its lasting value in Arctic survival. Traditional knowledge does more than preserve the past, it shapes structures and techniques that remain highly functional in modern times. Some of the most enduring designs are those that serve multiple purposes while withstanding environmental challenges. The Inuit igloo exemplifies this ingenuity, offering remarkable versatility in one of the world's harshest climates. More than just a temporary shelter, the igloo is a multifunctional structure that adapts to the needs of its occupants. Traditionally, Inuit hunters relied on igloos as base camps during long expeditions, providing warmth and protection against extreme weather. But their purpose extends beyond basic survival. Igloos serve as storage spaces, communal gathering areas, and even natural refrigeration units for preserving meat. This versatility comes from intelligent engineering and a deep understanding of the Arctic environment. One of the igloo's most impressive features is its ability to maintain a stable interior temperature despite freezing conditions outside. Even when external temperatures drop as low as -40 degrees Fahrenheit, the interior can remain up to 40 degrees Fahrenheit warmer due to its insulating properties. This warmth is not artificially generated, but is a result of the structure's design. The compacted snow blocks used to construct the igloo contain countless tiny air pockets that slow heat transfer and prevent cold air from penetrating inside. These insulating properties allow a structure made entirely of snow to provide a relatively warm and livable environment. The igloo also adapts to its occupants over time. Body heat causes a thin layer of the inner walls to melt slightly before refreezing, forming a smooth layer of ice that strengthens the structure while improving insulation. Thoughtful design elements further enhance its effectiveness. The entrance is positioned lower than the main living space, creating a cold trap that prevents warm air from escaping. A small ventilation hole at the top allows fresh air circulation while maintaining warmth. Inside, different levels are used to optimize heat distribution, higher platforms for sleeping, a middle area for daily activities, and a lower section near the entrance where colder air settles. This tiered layout ensures warmth is concentrated where it is needed most. Durability is another defining characteristic of the igloo. Its dome shape evenly distributes weight, allowing it to withstand powerful Arctic winds. This design follows the principles of catenoid geometry, directing pressure toward the sides instead of the center, reducing the risk of collapse. As temperatures drop, the compacted snow hardens, reinforcing the structure and making it even stronger over time. Although most Inuit communities now live in permanent settlements, the tradition of igloo construction remains essential. It continues to be used for hunting trips, survival training, and cultural education, ensuring that this knowledge is preserved. The principles behind igloo construction have also influenced modern insulation techniques and sustainable architecture, demonstrating how traditional wisdom can inform contemporary solutions. The lessons from igloo construction extend far beyond the snow-covered landscapes of the Inuit. They remind us that human ingenuity, when deeply connected to nature, can create solutions that are both practical and sustainable, an approach that remains just as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the ingenious methods of our ancestors and the surprising connections between ancient traditions and modern practices, be sure to check out more of our videos. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.